Hello everyone, I am with Geroge at Entracte Audio. I brought a lot of toys today and we're going to go through a few things. What's the first thing you want to talk about?
You know what, let's talk about the shape knob controller, the SCK4.
Okay, I'm going to sit back down there.
You gonna make it?
What?
You know what?
I made it.
I'm going to be honest, before the camera went on, that's exactly what I did to sit down. Exactly.
You didn't make that much noise.
Yeah, no. The noise was all in my head, but there was noise, trust me.
Hello, I'm here.
Yep. So, this is a shape knob controller 4.
This.
Yep. And it came out of a request from a customer. And the customer initially wanted a singleted input, an RCA input, adapted to a balanced output from a preamp to a power amplifier. Customer then also requested that it be raised in gain, so that the gain went up.
Yep.
And then Angela-Gilbert got the idea, well, listen, we're thinking about putting shape control knobs on a preamp you're ordering anyway. Why don't we make a separate unit that has both the adapter function of RCA input to XLR input and raises the gain, and you can control the phase, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant idea.
And I'm putting a separate box, and you can hook up to any of the G series power supplies, so you can add this onto any existing system to try it out.
Or, if you don't have an Angela-Gilbert preamplifier, no problem. There's a power supply that you can get. Same thing. You can try it out on any preamplifier.
Yeah, that's the. I think we are backward. I was saying that you add the power supply on, then you can try it on any system.
Yeah.
Or let us confuse you something.
Yeah.
This thing does not come with the power supply, but if you already have one of my preamp, all you need to do is buy a cable, hook up to SCK4 jack. Now, this only applies to my preamp. But if you want to try it in any other system, get a separate power supply too.
Yep.
We have 5 different models of power supply. Did I say 5 or 6 in the last video?
I don't know.
Yeah, by the time this video is published, it might be 7.
You probably will be. Actually, maybe 8, because you're probably thinking of the 7th one now.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, I know you are. So, you can use this literally with any preamplifier, and it's a fairly simple device. Okay, what we have on the front, do I need the flashlight on the front, you think?
I will bring the camera over.
Okay.
So they can see what you're talking about.
The controls are really simple. We have, now, you can't think, well, you have to think left and right, but the problem is it's a little bit confusing left and right. So we'll go through them with you kind of slowly. These 4 knobs up front control the negative voltage and the positive voltage.
Negative phase.
Negative phase, positive phase, yeah. Negative signal, positive signal. So, what we have here on the inside is we have 2 controls that are called depth. And the depth controls control the positive phase of the signal. So you can turn them up if you want more depth, if you want a bigger signal, if you want a bigger soundstage from front to back, you turn these up like that. Okay? If, conversely, you don't want a bigger signal from front to back, but you like to widen things out, you turn these up. Okay? So it's not a mirror image, so when you go clockwise, that's turning it up. So this would now be set to a fairly wide soundstage and a regular depth. Okay? If you wanted to make it a very shallow depth, you would turn these down. If, you can manipulate them any way you want. You can actually use them as balance controls if you want. Sometimes that's not so much necessarily needed with amplification, but sometimes your room is a little unbalanced. You may have an open spot to one side, right? You may have part of it deeper. Who knows what you've got going on in your room and how your speakers are reacting. But this helps you get more width and more depth, or less width or less depth, or whatever combination of those things you want. And they don't fool yourself into thinking they have to be the same on each side. If your room has irregularities, maybe they don't. Okay? So fairly simple there. Shall we go around to the back?
Okay.
All right.
If I can move without falling.
Now, do you want me to turn it sideways?
That will help.
Okay, here we go. Well, not going to help me, but that's okay. I don't need help.
What do you need? What do you need to?
Well, I can't really see what I'm doing, but I can tell you from the way things are plugged in right now, what I have going on here is I have used the Angela-Gilbert prototype BC, it's not a BC3 3000. Well, it is a BC3 3000.
It is a BC3
Yeah.
3000 with a separate
Yeah.
power supply, cookie can power supply in
Yeah.
the back there.
Yeah. So I've taken the single-ended output from there. I've come into here.
The purple cable.
Purple cable and the black cable using RCA inputs. Plugged into here. Now, inside, that's been converted to a balanced signal so that I can utilize the phase control knobs on the front. And then we have a balanced output out the back here. Oh, that's the other thing we were going to talk about. The A205. We forgot about the A205. Anyway, so that's plugged into the A205 power amplifier. So now what we have is we had what was a single-ended RCA signal going in to the SCK4. We have a balanced output now into the A205, and we can make use of the shape knobs.
And this is the A205 at the bottom.
Yeah, this is the A205 here. We're going to talk about that in another video, though. That was the fourth video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I make my trip worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's like $40 on the 407.
Yeah, I know. It's expensive. So, anyway, do you have any questions about the SCK4?
Do I have any questions?
Yeah, do you have any questions about how we hooked it up? No? Okay. Well, if you don't have any questions, but other people have questions, ask questions. Video's going to be up on YouTube. You can ask whatever you want. We'll answer however we want. But we will try and tell you the truth, honestly. Uh-oh, I said honestly. That's bad.
I'll beep that out.
Yeah, beep that out. Just, yeah. So, anyway, I think that's it. Short video for this. Fairly self-explanatory. Simple device. Very useful. I mean, even with just, you notice we have speakers set up for other things, but we're just using 2 speakers today, and it makes a difference. You can really hear a difference. Now, whether you want that difference, that's up to you. But
Now, I'm going to make an exception.
Yep.
I don't sell speakers, but I'm going to tell you what those speakers are. At least I'm going to tell you those are EPOP speaker with the very 1950 kitchen counter color look.
Yeah.
That green.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the last time I see that green is on the Frigidaire fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of I can't remember what the actual color is, but it's cool. It's a neat looking color.
I don't remember the name of the actual color, but it's like
jade green. These are jade green. That's what they call it. Yeah. Yeah, and they're neat. They're neat. They're fun. You know what? They're fun in the room. They fit in well. They're colorful without being stupid about it. But yeah, these are nice. So I like them, and they sound good with this stuff. So.
Yeah, the color doesn't bother the sound.
No.
Or maybe some people today they do.
Yeah, it might. Well, that's why we can get them in black too.
All right, we drag over for 8 minutes so we can actually put advertising in the middle of the video.
Awesome.
All right.
See you later. Thanks for watching.
I gotta do this. Wear my glasses
Do
back.
your signature goodbye.
Bye.
Late show. Oh, I'm too late with the late show.